We love you in Texas, dude.
Aw.
Come back more often.
I will. I will come back with some, with a razor to shave your hair. one map away, Alex.
Wait, so did that...
That bet happened. A lot of people were a witness of that bet.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Well, we're not there just yet. The second map is going to be played on King Sejong Station. If we would have a game 3, I believe it's going to be played on Habitation Station. And I think that's one of the maps that Stephano is strongest at. Either way, he's going to have to win this one, though. And as we saw on the last map, it's going to be hard to break this very young and talented blue Zerg player spawning in the right bottom side of the map. Representing Root Fruit Gaming, he's up 1-0. Give it up for Petraeus.
And his opponent in the top left-hand location in a do-or-die situation. And of course, my hair might be at stake as well. He needs to win 2 in a row here to advance to tomorrow. Representing Team Evil Geniuses, give it up for Stephano.
Ilya is still enjoying a lot of support over here of the Austrian crowd that loves him so much. But then again, he has provided them with some fantastic games in the past. I will never forget Lone Star Clash 1. For many reasons, it was a tournament where we didn't really know what to expect, and everyone from Tesla put up a fantastic tournament, but we also got lucky with the games. You know, Polt versus Stephano, Lone Star Clash 1, that's a series for the ages. Do yourself a favor. If you've never watched those games, try to find out if they're on YouTube. I'm sure that like either Husky or Day9 have casted those games, or maybe even the Tesla VODs are up. That was some of the most exciting TVZ that I've ever seen. And of course, you know, the skill level of this game has gone up tremendously ever since. But I still think if you watch those games right now, you're gonna have a really good time.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad you brought that up. So many warm and great memories there from Lone Star Clash 1. It seems like it was just yesterday, but that was like 2012 or something.
That was also the birth of the caster Exaltas. That was when the that was when the big stage started to know you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, Lone Star will always have a special place in my heart, and of course Austin will as well. Even though I am an Aggie, I am a Texas A&M Aggie, but we can get over our differences for the spirit of Texas, I should say. But here we are in this game number 2. Again, a must-win here for Stephano. The map is King Sejong Station Ladder Edition. Very big map. What are you expecting out of these guys in the early to mid game?
I'm expecting a little like a similar game to the last one. I'm expecting a lot of roaches. I'd be surprised to see anything else. But it's really hard to say where they're gonna go from this point. Obviously, I've not seen a whole lot of games from Stephano on this map. I haven't seen that many games from Petraeus on this map either. I'm not expecting anything too crazy though. I'm expecting a very solid, straight-up macro game where one is just going to try to play better than the other, and hopefully the best player will win. Because so far the openings are very economic. Both players are opening up with speed. So we might see a little bit more of a Zergling skirmish as well before we enter that roach phase in the game.
So do you see Petraeus as being the type of player that might, you know, being up one game, might be like, all right, I got this trick, I got this all, and I've been practicing. Let's do it against Stephano here and finish this out once and for all.
I think if he believes it's the best choice, he would do it. But I also think he's a very confident young kid, and he should, because he's just very talented. He has played a couple of fantastic series already in the past. He's still up on the rising, and you know, he has nothing to lose. As you said, probably a lot of people think that Stephano is the favorite for this series. As I said in the start of the series, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. I think Petraeus is very confident in his own skill. If you're top 60 on the Korean server, then you're just a very good player. And obviously he lacks experience, but he's going to be able to get that. Look at the bailing nest timing of both of these players, by the way. Completely identical.
These guys are good. These guys are good. Harvester tab, exactly identical. And again, this is something standard you're going to see in a ZVZ. What you look out for is when the deviations start occurring there in that production tab, then you can kind of get a feel for what direction these guys are going. Of course, what we're looking out for here is how many speedlings are going to be made and how many drones are going to be made. Obviously, the more speedlings that are made, the less drones are going to be made, the more focus on a more aggressive, more early attack. And it looks like we're seeing a lot of speedling creation by, honestly, both players, if I saw that correctly.
I mean, you want to get quite a few speedlings off because you don't want to be surprised. This ramp has a very big wall. This one little Zergling is going to check the extractor. I'm not sure if he had enough time to click on it, but he could have seen like, hey, Stephano, he has actually been mining quite a bit of gas. But Stephano, after that being scouted, goes immediately back to droning. But you know, if we look at this map, this is not the type of map where you drop 2 buildings and you have a wall up with a queen. This is actually quite difficult. So I can imagine that some scenarios, you know, making making a lot of speed links and trying to win with speed Bane is not the worst of choices, but it's also a very risky one. It always is, because it's a big investment in your economy.
All right, we got a gas going down at the natural expansion that we see on your screen. Again, both these players not really committing to an all-in or a very big, heavy aggression, as you said, Kevin. Just kind of getting insurance, just making sure they stay safe, going up to layer, continuing with the drone production. And what this game might start revolving around is the timing of that third base, when that can get up and running, and whether or not a third is even taken. We could easily see one of these guys, I think, try to take up pretty fast, and then, you know, do something with that.
I love the perfect drone saturation over here by Petraeus. He had 19 drones in his main, but that extractor finishes up, immediately puts 3 on it, and the remaining drones will already be rallied towards the natural. He's just doing it perfect so far, not making any unforced errors. The income tab shows us that he has a minor working lead over Stephano, but of course Stephano having that third base up just a little bit quicker. And actually Petraeus is going to open up with his Spire over here.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So we got the 2-base tech versus the fast third base. Now, I like mutas on this map a lot because the rush distance by ground is obviously fairly significant, and it's actually longer than the rush distance by air. So mutas can get a lot of work done. Now, the important thing to look for is if Stephano can spot this Spire, and timing of third base, again, is going to be everything. Because when you're going mutas, you really want that 5th and 6th gas as fast as humanly possible, so you can get the upgrades going and you can keep your mutas going as well.
Cute micro there by both players. Stephano trying to get a couple of banelings for free, or at least with 1 Zergling, but Trey is not letting that happen. Stephano also realizing, like, hey, this is a few more Zerglings than I expected, and you're showing aggression as well. So Stephano is making a lot of roaches. His Overseer is going to see the Spire in the natural. So Stephano wants to keep this base alive at all costs. He knows he's going to need a couple of spores over there, but as long as he doesn't lose that hatchery, he is doing good with his roach tech. You know, mutas, they will get some damage done regardless.
Did he see the Spire?
Yeah, he saw the Spire.
So he saw the Spire, so he knows what to expect. How is Stephano kind of reacting here now that he knows the mutas are on the way?
I think above all, he just wants to maybe I mean, he's moving across the map, so maybe he wants to use his units offensively, but I think it's going to, yeah, it's hard to say. What is he going to do? Is he going to try to, I don't think Stephano is sure either. You see him running back and forth. He's like, can I go for that base or not? Yes, I can. No, I can't. I think it's really important for Elias that he doesn't lose this base. If he marches all those units across the map to kill that hatch, he knows he's going to lose all of the roaches as well to the Mutalisk, and that would have been a very risky call, would have been a hard decision to make. So Stephano decides to play it safe and drop Spore Crawlers and just macro up, and I kind of like that decision by Stephano.
More mutas on the way here from Stephano, and now we're gonna, or excuse me, from Petraeus. And now we're gonna see how much damage he can get done. Of course, Spore Crawler is gonna be automatic from Stephano, and it's all gonna be about finding those holes in the defense of Stephano if they exist. And another nice bonus is killing any stray overlords across the map. If you get 2 or 3 or 4 overlords, that actually does a good amount in your favor, obviously. So we're gonna be looking out for that, but I think Stephano has been really good about keeping his overlords kind of near his Spore Crawlers, keep those guys safe, because they're pretty darn important.
Yeah, Spore Crawlers are in good positions all around. Mutas will work on this Spore Crawler a little bit, but you have to be so careful as spores just push out so much damage. The good thing is that, you know, Petraeus doesn't have to overcommit to these Mutalisk. He forces out a bunch of spores. Obviously, he's wishing that he can get a couple of drone kills. If he can get this Evo champ, that would be really big.
I think he can. I mean, transfuses might happen. Yep, Evolution Chamber gets taken out. Stephano,
what a pickoff.
Not going to be happy about that. And meanwhile, Stephano's going for Infestors. He has that Pathogen Glands upgrade on the way, so going to start Infestors fairly soon. And of course, that's going to be kind of relying on getting the snag on the mutas. Now, a really good thing about Stephano's play here is that his third base is up and established. He's got those gases going. And, you know, a key sometimes for Zerg players, the mutas, is to try to deny that third base. But Stephano got it up fast enough, got the creep connected to that third base fast enough so he can defend it from the mutas.
Yeah, but these mutas right now are just here for map control. You know, any damage they deal is bonus damage, but they have already served their purpose. They have forced out a lot of Spore Crawlers. They picked up an Evolution Chamber, which is just a dream scenario. You know, normally you don't get that. Picking up a couple of queens as well. Infestors are about to hatch, though. 1 fungal, of course, you know. Losing these
Here they come. Fungal!
No, that's a great fungal.
Inside the purple, needs another one.
They're too far away.
Okay, he's got a League of Legends it and predict where it goes. Terrible reference.
Yeah, come on, what are you doing, Axel? We're so happy to have you back over here. And here you are talking about the League. Shame on you, brother. These were not the fungals. that Stephano needed. He wasted 4 fungals. He still didn't kill the majority of these Mutals. Their HP is just going to regen. Now Stephano's going to try to counterattack, but there's no way. Petraeus has macroed very well behind this.
Yep.
Look at the supply count. He's working on double Evo Chamber as well, so he's even going to have an upgrade advantage soon. He has absolute map control. Petraeus is playing this out very, very well.
Stephano having to retreat back very sadly, his tail tucked between his legs there with those Lings and Roaches, the Mutas, hitting them all the way home. And Petraeus has a supply lead as well, 164, 141. Nothing to stop him from really expanding at this point. He has that complete map control, as you mentioned a little bit earlier. And now Stephano's kind of pressured to make something happen. No fungal's going to be thrown out onto those Mutas just yet, waiting for that perfect moment. But Stephano, it feels like he's a bit restricted to his side of the map here. How does he kind of break away from this position?
I think it's going to be very hard. I think if I was Stephano, I would just try to max out on 3 bases, because if he fights before that, he's fighting an upgrade deficit, he's going to fight a larger army. Petraeus is even getting Infestus already. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I thought he might just max out on Roaches because of the upgrade advantage, but there's obviously nothing wrong with getting Infestus. He's just doing a really good job. These Mutas are still alive and just being a really big nuisance. Let's take a look at the units lost resource tab. Look at this. Petraeus only losing 849 resources. Stephano 2,500. This is really impressive play.
That's some good StarCraft. That's exactly what you want to do. Mutas are just, they forgot what their objective is. Infested. They're just sitting there. We're just...
I know, just waiting to pick off reinforcements.
A great fungal there from Stephano, nailing down the Mutas. Perfect timing and prediction there. I guess he doesn't mind losing them at this point.
A lot of Speedlings running into this main base now as well, and a few Roaches are here to clean them up. Now, he doesn't mind losing them. He actually wants to bait out a few fungals. Obviously, he doesn't want to lose them for free, but I think right now he's like, hey, if you use all your energy on killing my Mutas, I might think about attacking you. On the other end, he's changing his mind again, but the Speedlings are doing their job. Petraeus having absolute map control, 14 workers ahead, upgrading 2 upgrades at a time, and even adding the Hydralisk way before Stephano can even think about. All that Stephano can do right now is defend and hope to max out.
Yeah, I mean, that extra base is just telling the whole story right now. Stephano has to work on securing that. I don't even see any drones trying to go in that direction. But no, I think you're right. We might see a pretty heavy attack soon. Oh yeah, and there we go. Look at that.
Stephano's going to do what Stephano does best. A couple of slow banelings. They're going to try to wiggle their way into this middle line. There is almost nothing here for Stephano, but on the last moment, he will pull his units. You know, doing a little bit of damage, getting a Zergling. Obviously, not what Petraeus was hoping for, but...
It's a good idea.
Yeah, you know, A for effort.
Of course, at the very least, you're kind of distracting your opponent. And, you know, best case scenario, you get a bunch of drone kills. A couple of Infestitarians going to tickle that Overlord to death, and he's going to go down. Meanwhile, Petraeus is still just posturing around the middle of the map, doesn't want to overcommit to anything. He's showing a lot of patience here. Even though he might sense weakness, even though he knows he's up 1 base, he doesn't necessarily want to overcommit and give away the lead that he's established for himself. So
it's going to be so hard to attack into Stephano, though. Stephano right now sending a lot of Roaches to the south side. This might be the wrong moment, but normally if Stephano has all his units at home, 12 Infestors and soon to be 6 to 8 Swarmos, normally you can't attack into that.
Well, these guys are kind of passing each other. Stephano sneaking by with all these Roaches. Obviously, they're probably all going to die. He's just trying to be. He's going to try to be as cost efficient as possible. Take out hatcheries, take out drones, take some guys into the main base. And Petraeus is very indecisive here. At first, he brought his whole army back to the side of the map, and then he decided to split some away. So a little bit of indecisiveness, which is going to lead to perhaps more losses than he would have anticipated.
I'm not sure how this is going to go for Petraeus. I'm not sure if he has the right amount of units over here. He's taking a lot of losses at home. Of course, eventually he's going to clean this up, but Stephano is okay with that as long as he's dealing damage and as long as he's not dying. And what is harder to break than Swarmos Infestor?
Diamond? Is that a good answer?
Yeah, that's a reasonable answer. This Swarmos will get picked off. Stephano doing a lot of damage on the other side of the map, and I'm actually surprised Stephano didn't really stand his ground over here at this third base. Maybe the Swarmos were just not there yet. This is looking a little tricky, but in the end of the day, Swarmos is still so effective. Petraeus has to be careful that he doesn't overstep his boundaries.
46 to 35 on the Harvester tab. We got Infested Terrans going down everywhere. A bit of a crazy situation, kind of base trade E, but both these players have enough to not completely die to their opponent on their side of the map. So it's going to get cleaned up, and we're going to be able to breathe a little bit in a second to establish what exactly is going on. And at the end of the day, Petraeus is going to have the supply lead. He has a lot of spy callers at his base in the middle left-hand location, and the majority of his drones are there. Meanwhile, Stephano's drones have kind of stayed in his natural expansion, going to try to transfer back up to that third base, but...
Oh, he didn't die.
Yeah, I think Stephano's doing a pretty solid job here staying in this game.
Well, I think that Petraeus made a big mistake running up this ramp, trying to make something happen over here in the natural, while in the end, a lot of Infested Terrans, by the way, being thrown from the high ground. Cute play here by Stephano. He's probably not going to get the hatchery, even though they're pushing out quite a bit of damage. If he's going to be able to kill this hatch, that would be very big. Petraeus again on the north side of the map, trying to make it happen. I guess the hatch is not going to fall, but I don't think you can break Infested Swarmos.
He's going to try to. Petraeus is going to try to jump up this ramp here. Swarmos going to be retreating, throwing down some decent fungal growth. Still has a considerable amount of energy left on these infestations, but the Roach is getting up close and personal. The fungals trying to hold them back. The Overseer is able to spot those Swarmos for Petraeus. He's trying to charge through and end this once and for all with just a sheer mass of Roaches, but Stephano doing a great job actually dealing a decent amount of damage, but I'm not sure it's going to be quite enough.
A lot of Roaches are about to spawn for Stephano. A lot of these Roaches are so low on HP. Does Stephano have another fungal? Yes, he does. He can land it if he wants to, but he's saving it. There we go. I think that's a really good fungal. Even the drones are being pulled. I still think that Stephano can hold this because of the Swarmos being so incredibly effective.
Oh my gosh, Stephano holding on, and Petraeus is going to be retreating with what he has remaining. Meanwhile, the hatchery did end up getting destroyed there at the bottom side of the map. So Petraeus is back down to only mining and his natural expansion. What a game we have on our hands. Petraeus, he thought he had something. He thought he could make it work, but Stephano just showing amazing micro, amazing ability to really control all those important units, kind of how Binsky was working with his Terran units in that game we saw earlier, and able to kind of shut down Petraeus.
And I can guarantee you that Petraeus is beating himself up right now for not taking out this hatchery, because if he would have taken out that hatch, then you're still looking at a reasonable game. But Stephano still having that base means that Stephano's in absolutely no rush to make something happen.
Yeah, he's got Swarmos too. It's like,
wow.
11 Swarmos and 7 Infestors.
It's going to be
That's
very
pretty
hard.
nice to have at this stage in the game, I think.
One Infestor is not going to fall, so he keeps that alive. That is very nice at least, but if he's not going to kill this base, Stephano is just at a massive advantage.
I'm trying to think of what Petraeus does. I don't see an offensive, I don't see an aggressive move necessarily working here, based on the sheer amount of units that Stephano has. I mean, if it didn't work early where we saw Petraeus seem like he had an advantage, it's not going to work when he has less army. So does he try to just establish more bases and kind of try to rebuild that army? Is that the best thing to do here?
Yeah, I don't think he can break Stephano anymore. This is a really cute move over here by Stephano. Those Petraeus have units nearby, a few. This is going to be enough though. If this hatchery falls again, that's really going to hurt the economy of Petraeus, and this hatchery is going to fall again. So well done by Stephano.
Wow, Stephano making magic happen here. Saturday night in Austin, Texas, Lone Star Clash 3. Petraeus retreating. Going to be mourning that hatchery that just fell, going to be rebuilding it immediately. But it seems like Stephano, just like that, has pretty solid control of this game right now.
No, he definitely has. We all know that Ilias is not the type of player that's in a hurry when it comes to Swarmos. He likes to take his time. And
can you be in a hurry when you have Swarmos?
Some people, you know, they're quite aggressive Swarmos players. Stephano is the opposite. He is enjoying every single minute of
Maybe
this.
sipping some wine while he's making more Swarmos.
No, definitely. He is that type of guy.
Maybe doing some homework in his class while he's waiting.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Stephano's still sitting on a little bit of a bank as well. I'm not sure what Petraeus can do, and I really think that this was Petraeus' game to lose, almost. He was in a really good position. He could have taken this base out on multiple occasions, but he just wanted to finish the game, and in the end...
felt it.
Wow, this is cute.
That feeling where you just wanted to
Oh
end.
my god, he's going to lose all of these Overlords. That's really sick play by Stephano with that Spore Crawler there as well. I've seen a lot of things in StarCraft, but I haven't seen this yet. This Spore Crawler is going to get so many kills.
Oh, one Overlord survives. 2?
2 even, okay. Still, cute play by Stephano.
Yeah,
he knows he's not going to be under any pressure soon, so this is completely okay for him to use his energy on that. Nidus network going down right now in the main base of Petraeus. He's gonna
I mean, that's one way to try to get around.
Swarmos, I guess it is.
But obviously, you have to have vision on your opponent's side of the map. He's got
he
a
does.
Nidus going in the.
Does Stephano see this Nidus? Yes, he does.
He does see it.
If I was Petraeus, I wouldn't even rally any units out right now. This really hurts Petraeus because he's so poor already. So
Yeah.
having money being spent on this Nidus network and then also trying to get the Nidus cannon go up.
And it's kind of, you know, it's something you're going for that's kind of sneaky, and then your opponent sees it just like that. Like, it has to be a little bit perhaps deflating to Petraeus, as far as, like, he's trying to make something happen in this game, but everything he tries, Stephano is just shutting down.
Stephano is just making more and more Swarmos, and he's getting infested as well. Stephano is going to do what he enjoys most, and that is making a lot of Swarmos and killing his opponent slowly. He's up 50 supply. He could do a lot of things right now to win, but he could also make more Swarmos. And because it's Stephano, we are going to see more Swarmos.
Yep, and it looks like Petraeus is like, all right, win in Rome, and he started his own enduring Locust there. So, might be getting some Swarmos of his own.
I mean, beating Stephano in a Swarmos war is tough enough on its own, and it's very, very tough when you're actually behind on economy, when you're behind on bases, and you're even behind on upgrades. And Stephano did complete +3 missile attacks, and even +2 is about to finish up for him.
So Petraeus at this point is kind of just moving his army back and forth, might be looking for a hole in his opponent's defenses, but Stephano has so many swarm hosts where he's literally sending Locust down every single possible pathway. And he has very solid map vision with his overlords across the map, so he's definitely not going to get caught off guard, at least I don't think. And I don't imagine Petraeus will try to go for a head-on engagement here. Perhaps just checking additional bases to make sure to shut him down while trying to establish his own, but there we go, Stephano. Managing again to get some infested Terrans on the ground across the map.
He has these Burrow Defestors going around all along. A little bit of a tribute to Cats and Destiny.
Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. Of course, Root Gaming. Rotterdam.
So now I just wonder when Elias decides to really do something.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm wondering what to talk about. I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm at a loss for words, but
I mean, there are a lot of beautiful things we can talk about. We can talk about all the amazing people over here in Austin.
Yeah, we could.
That are enjoying some of the Swarmos action over here from Stephano. Of course, a very important series, so Stephano doesn't want to make the same mistake as Petraeus did, and that's like overstepping his boundaries, getting a little too overeager, and actually throwing away the advantage. Stephano also doesn't know what we know. For all he knows, you know, it's actually a much closer game, but I know that Stephano has fantastic game sense, so
yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure that he knows that he's in a really good position, and perhaps he's just trying to create a little bit of a mental advantage, because nothing feels better than winning a game for 35 minutes straight.
Or he might be, you know, he has a contract obligation to fulfill at least a certain amount of game time at tournaments. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, you know.
I don't know if a clause like that would exist.
I don't think it does, but if anyone could fill that up, it's definitely Stephano. Either by making a deep run in the tournament or just by making a lot of Swarmos.
Sure.
I do think he has to be a little bit careful. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I think that he's losing this game, because he's not, after all the attacks that Petraeus made and that one roach counterattack by Stephano, which was absolutely pivotal to the state of this game. He's in a fantastic position, but if you let your opponent max out, he will always have a bigger chance than when he's not maxed out, you know? You much rather fight someone when he has 160 supply than when he has 200. Even if you're sitting on way more bases and you have way more money and you have better upgrades, as long as your opponent is maxed out, things can go in his way, especially with how ZVZ fights can also absolutely snowball because of bad engagements and fungal growth.
Yeah, I mean, that timing where Stephano's maxed and his opponent isn't, it's going to be closing pretty fast here. And the bulk of his army is still at his natural expansion, so...
You know, by the way that this goes, this could be one of those ZVZs that turns into Vipers abducting each other. It's like, come over here, and hey, you come over here. And then in the end, we see like these really small abducts over like 2 feet.
Or it breaks the graphics engine or something.
It's very fun. Stephano so far not showing any signs of willing to reposition his Swarmos.
Petraeus just chilling on the high ground outside of that base up there.
But we do have a very interesting Locust battle going on.
Yes.
As you can see, this has a major...
We could commentate the heck out of that Locust battle.
Yeah. As we can see, this has a major impact on the unit's lost resource step. couple of roaches were able to actually deny this 5th base on the left side from Stephano. So Stephano's gonna have to rebuild it, but in all honesty, Stephano is not in a rush for money. He has 3,000, 3,000, so this base being a little later is not going to hurt him all that much.
Yeah, I'm wondering what would hurt him at this point all that much.
A nuke that would kill his Swarmos.
That's true.
Oh, Stephano's moving the Swarmos. We're getting somewhere.
Hey!
Crowd is loving it.
There we go.
Everyone's standing on their seats.
He moved him forward like 20 feet.
This was the type of thing that we don't see every single day. No matter what the state of the game is.
You're very right. You're very right.
Now Stephano is still playing it safe. He's still putting them behind static defenses, but he's like, hey, I'm losing the war of 3 units. Let me send in more 3 units. So my 3 units will beat your 3 units.
I'm like watching Stephano take his hands off his keyboard right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's like updating Twitter by now.
Can someone go get him a glass of wine, please?
I am in a very interesting game. It's Swarmos versus Swarmos. Tune in at Lone Star Clan. You know, Stephano is that type of guy who would do it. And then people would be upset that he alt-tapped to Twitter. Let's take a look at the Swarm.
Yeah, I'm about to alt-tab to Twitter to see if he posted anything.
We have 31 Swarmos on the map for Stephano. We have 17 for Petraeus, who's slowly but steady clawing his way back into this game. The war of 3 units is
still happening.
Bursting out, and it's more alive than it's ever been. Petraeus is going to try to take down these rocks, so he could potentially take another base over here on the right side of the map. And his Swarmos count is climbing as well. This is kind of what I meant before. Now Petraeus has the similar upgrades. He almost has the same amount of Swarmos, and you know, Stephano is still in a good position, I guess, because he's way richer. But his opponent is maxed out, so suddenly we have a game on our hands again, which I really don't feel that we had to, because Stephano could have been making Zerglings, and they would have probably traded very effective in this.
Yeah, I mean, well, actually, Locust are actually pushing the investors towards Stephano, but that was, anyway, that was the method. I mean, there's not a lot of differences right now, except for the bank, to be completely honest. Of course, Stephano with the 5,000, 4,000, Petraeus with the 1,000, 1,000 about.
Yeah, but there's like so much money left on this base that Petraeus can just mine off this base for a while until he has enough to remax. The biggest thing is though, like, how do you win in Swarmos versus Swarmos? Like, this game can seriously go on for a very long time right now. In the start I was joking because I thought Stephano was actually going to try to win this game, but it seems like that is not his plan. Or maybe it still is his plan, but at least not in the near future.
Nobody knows Stephano's plan but him right now.
A couple of Swarmos actually did trigger in over here from the right side, so they're doing some real damage, but this is something that's going to happen one time, and soon we'll have even more static defenses. So it's going to be a Viper war. Brute Lords are not very effective because there are a lot of Spore Crawlers as well, but we might still see them. I think last week we saw that Ultralisk are not the way to deal with Swarmos, so I'm very sad that Cats went back to the hotel right now, because I would love to see Cats take it over from here, as he has a lot of experience. But what I did talk about with Cats is Petraeus' late game ZVZ, and he said my games against Petraeus are often very even. We know each other's styles very well, so then often it turns into a Swarmo style, and he's pretty damn good with it. And all of our games go past the 1 hour mark because we can't kill each other.
Did you just say 1 hour?
Yes, I said 1 hour.
Okay. All right. You know.
I know.
So I heard they have tequila next door.
And ladies for you, Alex. Because you're so keen on that. Stephano, of course, still sitting on that massive bank. That's the only thing that he truly has going over his opponent. But like I said, there's plenty of money left in this base. So the fewer workers that Petraeus had might eventually end up in him having a bigger army. You know, I really don't know. I would love to have a cup of tea and just be silent and enjoy the beauty of this Swarmos war.
You know, there's a lot of units moving in a lot of different locations. It looks like there's Locust battles on like 3 different fronts.
This is like Braveheart of Locust. Attack! Coming from all this. You know, if these weren't Locusts being rallied in, these are some beautiful engagements. Look at this. Small hit squad over here on the left side of the map engaging the other Locust, but they're just being rallied in.
There's so much decision and discernment that goes into every single Locust rally by both of these players. They're having to fight on multiple fronts here.
Petraeus is now officially maxed out, so finally his mineral bank can start growing unless he decides to make more and more and more.
By the way, we got an infestor drop at the bottom left, killing some drones.
Killing at least a drone.
There we go.
This was the most exciting thing that has happened in the last 6 minutes. Actually, a lot of Swarmos right now. A couple of those Locusts were misrelayed. So Stephano winning the war of 3 units for a little bit.
Oh, Vipers coming forward, looking for
Oh my god.
other Vipers.
We seriously have 42 Swarmos with Stephano against 35 Swarmos of Petraeus. I really don't see how one player is going to win this game. Like, this is going to go on for a long time.
All right. You remember that game that was like 3 hours long that one time?
Yeah, between Mana and Firecake?
Yes.
Yes.
That was on
The
winter map.
No,
the desert map.
Yeah, desert map.
Altrazine.
No. Fuck. How is it called? I completely forgot the name of that map.
I don't know. We're getting old.
Cool.
There's the French flag.
Something is happening.
Thanks, production. Shout out to the production team, by the way. Can we have some applause for the production team?
Yeah, they're awesome. Everyone's doing a really good job here. It's such a pleasure to work this event. How was that map called? I know it. I played so many times on it.
Hey, we know it. We just.
No, I can't let this go. I need to know the name of this 2-player map with the destructible rocks.
I could alt-tab and look, but I mean, I know the name, so I don't want to do that. I don't want to demean myself in that regard.
Stephano is closing in on 10,000 minerals right now. That is something worth mentioning.
I'm going to go see if he tweeted anything really quick.
that is the most awesome slide that I've ever seen in my life.
Okay,
so much American pride in this battle between our New Zealand and our Frenchie.
I don't see any Stephano tweets, so we're good in that department.
Petraeus is still spending his money. He's just getting more and more static defenses. I'm so annoyed that I can't remember the name of that map.
I'm looking it up.
Can you please look it up to me?
I got you.
By the time that you say it, I probably know it.
I mean, by the time I look at it, I'll probably know it.
It's like either a station or an oasis.
They're shouting it in the audience. I just can't hear them.
Someone has to tell us. It's really bugging me right now. Nah, it's oh my. It had so many great games. There was a game between Supernova and oh no, it was not Supernova. It was who was an amazing Terran that played against? I think it was Lenok on that map. It was such a crazy game. Maybe I don't know.
They're shouting it in the audience. I don't even know what to look up.
Just YouTube and then Firecake versus Mana, and then we'll know.
Oh yeah, good point. No, we're gonna do this on our own audience.
And it was on. Just click on the game and then it will show in the left bottom. This is embarrassing. Ackland Waste, that's the map, of course. Ackland Waste. Yeah, that's what you guys were shouting. Now it's made so much sense.
How do we forget that? What's going on?
I know. It's not like I've played 1,000 games on Ackland Waste. Either way, this game is still going crazy when it comes to Locust fighting Locust.
The whole reason we brought that up. We don't think this will beat that. I don't think so.
Stephano is actually moving forward here. Stephano, that is very risky. What are you doing? Stephano is aware of that as well. That's right. What am I doing?
He's feinting aggression. In a few minutes, he's going to retreat him back door.
That was a good trick. There is still a Hydralisk on this map. Now, that's a unit I haven't seen in a long time.
It's like, where's Waldo? No. Okay,
Where is Waldo, yeah?
Like, pick a unit that there's none of. Okay, find a Stephano Overseer. You have 10 seconds.
A Queen has fallen as well. We're going places right now. These Hydralisks will actually be able to snipe quite a few things as there are no Locusts over here.
Okay.
A Spore will not go down. Let's kill the empty extractor. That's a great idea.
Oh, Hydras versus Queens. Oh my God, an amazing battle on the top side of the map. The Hydras and the Queens. It's all out war. Transfuses are amazing. The Hydras trying to get through, trying to run to the promised land. Are they going to make it?
Yes, they will. But for how long? Is this truly the promised land?
They're like, leave us alone.
There is at least one more empty extractor that he can kill over here. All of these Queens have 200 energy, by the way, guys. I know it looks like they have no energy, but that's because we use the damage, health bars. A lot of people prefer that. So when the Queens are maxed out, when the Queens show no purple at all, it actually means that they are full on energy.
It's like a setting or something.
The Swarmos count is officially even right now. Yeah. We are looking at 45 Swarmos. Oh, Petraeus is taking the lead against 46 Swarmos.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, look at that.
That is a really...
Whoa! That was cool.
Monsters are taking
Okay,
over.
there's one Stephano Viper on the map. Can you find it? Where's Waldo?
Yes.
Don't cheat. Don't click. Okay, you just cheated.
Here's Waldo.
All right.
Waldo has never been easier to find.
All right. What else can we do?
I don't know. We could count the amount of locusts. In general, at any given moment, we have around 80 to 90 locusts on the map. So needless to say, it's very hard to make something happen. If today we go over schedule, this is officially Stephano's fault. Because this was really not necessary.
I'm having fun. It's worth it.
It is a lot of fun, but at the same time, you know, there are also 2 people after. If you guys just tune in, we have more StarCraft after this.
Yeah. Oh my God, some Swarmos are actually dying.
Let's talk about the remaining games.
Yeah, it is Seed versus Binsky.
And that is going to be played on the main stage after this series?
Yes, and Binsky took out Cats a little bit earlier. They actually played before, and Seed beat Binsky 2-1.
All right, we are missing important Swarmos action. look at this Overseer. This Overseer sees an hatchery, and he looks at like, we're so close. So close. Well, Stephano just freed up more supply.
They just want to get one hit.
Oh, misrallied Swarmos. It's a tragedy.
Stephano's actually losing a lot of Swarmos.
He killed the Swarmos, and he's very happy about that.
This is your turn.
Oh, don't worry, Petraeus. Stephano is not annoyed by this game. Stephano is loving this. As he's closing in on 14,000 minerals, working his way towards 8,000 gas. How many Mutalisks can Stephano make? He could probably max out on Midas, right? Probably not a very good thing to do. If there's any other player, I wouldn't go into my main at the first sight of a loss. I'm not sure where Petraeus is going to take this.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
All right.
But I'm intrigued by it. Because it's the most exciting thing happening right now.
Yeah. We're going to start having a chat battle as well as a game battle.
Let's count spore crawlers. We have 22 spore crawlers on the map for Petraeus. Only 4 for Stephano. Stephano does have 10 spine crawlers and 7 spines. Needless to say, spines are not that important. Slowly but steady, Locusts are actually chipping away this hatchery, and they will be able to do it.
I want to hear a big cheer when the hatchery dies, by the way. We better shake this building. League of Legends better look over, and they're like, what happened? A hatchery died.
Something big happened.
A hatchery died.
This game is at least as exciting as the average League of Legends game.
Oh my God!
What an amazing crowd we have over here. I just want to give a big shout out to all of you. You guys are really cool. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this as much as we are not.
Speak for yourself, man.
All right, Exo, if you love it that much, then just take it away.
I wish I could jump in the game right now and play around with it. Hey, there's a French flag again. Yeah, Stephano. All right. Wait, Kevin, were you serious? Are you really not going to talk anymore?
No, I was not serious. I want to bring up the unit lost resource tab. I would love to see how many Locusts have died this game. I think we're closing in on the thousands of that. Since there are like, on any given moment, there are like 90 Locusts on the map, and they're all killing each other. So I guess like right now, we're officially over 1,000 Locusts.
But it's not being recorded anywhere, is it?
I seriously think that this game, like if neither player just, it's not even that they refuse to do anything, it's just like, how can you do anything? It is impossible to attack into this much static defenses and this many Swarmos. We are looking at over 100 supply of pure Swarmos. I don't know what any player can do. Like, it just, I really don't know.
I mean, Stephano would be the one, well, they both have resources to play with. Stephano
Yeah, no, it's not just Stephano. Like, Petraeus can mine out this base. This base is completely untouched. Yeah. Stephano still has this base. He lost the hatchery, but obviously he can just try again. This game can seriously go on forever. Like, in all
literally
honesty.
forever.
Yeah, I really think this game can go on forever.
All right.
Did he just kill his
If this can go on
Swarmos?
forever, I might have to get an alcoholic beverage of some
Yeah,
sort.
I do think that on a certain point we do agree. We deserve some Sevesus.
Hey, there they are. How are you guys doing? Oh man, they're gone. We can commentate the crowd.
Oh, we are getting air upgrades. This is also the most exciting thing happening right now. +1 air armor.
Nice.
There are not that many spore crawlers on the map, so, you know, if Petraeus decides to make an attack and lose all of his swarmos, now don't ask me how one could lose 50 swarmos, because I just don't see how that's possible when they're protected by spore crawlers as well. But if that would somehow happen, then, you know, he might be able to do something with his Mutalisk, because Stephano doesn't really have anything that shoots up right now other than the 4 spore crawlers. Then again, Stephano has unlimited amount of money, so Stephano doesn't have a Spire. I would love to see Stephano make 2 Spires.
Yeah, why not?
But I mean, that also means that he could make less Swarmos.
Make an Ultra's Cavern for fun.
Yeah, but like, what are Ultras gonna do against 50
you don't build
Swarmos?
it, you just build it so you can make your territory prettier. Like,
and you can get a higher score at the final screen.
Yeah, exactly. Get more
Technology.
experience.
Yeah.
Get more experience, right?
Oh well.
So...
Sorry, stuff is dying though. Locust getting closer, picking up a Swarmos over here. Great play by Petraeus here on the left side of the map, using that Overseer to detect that Swarmos.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised right now to just hear like the American anthem. That's actually what I'm waiting for.
I can sing it for you if you want.
I think I passed.
Okay, good.
I'll do this for you.
I'm
like,
patriotic and all, but
I don't do
given
this
my
for me.
current state of voice, probably not a good idea.
That would probably did not come out all that great. I love you, brother, but some things are better left unsaid.
You're right.
And one of those things is you singing the anthem right now. Spore Crawler taking quite a bit of damage, and that Spore will fall as well.
Wow.
And even a second Spore, but great micro over here by Stephano, repositioning this Spore Crawler, using that APM. Let's take a look at the APM of both players. Actually, they're both cruising around 240 supply.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try, I don't have 250 APM. I said supply, but I meant APM. And there's not a whole lot going on in this game, but they're doing it.
I see lights flashing in the cavern.
I'm actually going to follow Stephano's camera for a while.
Okay.
So right now the camera movement is going to be a little shaky, but we're following Stephano. What is Stephano paying attention to?
The chat, perhaps, at this point.
He's actually working it. Oh, no, he's like, one of my Swarmos took some damage. He's actually losing the battle on the left side. Stephano needs more Swarmos on the left. And I know he has quite a few Swarmos, but he needs more.
I'm wondering what Petraeus is proposing.
Yeah, let's take a look at Petraeus' view. Petraeus needs more Swarmos on the right. We are actually going places. All right, we're following Petraeus' camera right now. I don't know. I have nothing, Alex.
I mean, I respect the
Entertain
guy.
me.
I respect the guy.
You know, like Swarmos against Protoss is not super exciting, but at least every now and then, you know, Protoss armies move or something gets abducted. But when it's literally Locust versus Locust,
Yeah.
and not just a few, but many. The few, the proud, the many. 52 against 56 Swarmos. Stephano right now, at any given moment, has over 110 Locusts on the map. So slowly but steady, we should have things dying. 1 hour mark! I missed it.
1 hour.
Don't worry, guys. I will pay attention at the 2 hour mark. Hey, we see Extractors go down. Where are these?
That's a Vespine Geyser. That's an Overseer. All right.
So I wonder if...
Shout out to the Rosens. Adam and Tyler.
Shout out to all the volunteers that are helping us this weekend by making this event possible. They are very awesome. You guys rock.
Of course, all the sponsors of the tournament: Blizzard, Twitch, Alienware, Aver Media, Gaming Academy, BenQ. Those are the ones I see. Thanks to Rotterdam for coming down here.
The pleasure has been all mine. Obviously, big thanks to our online audience as well. I know that you guys are seriously entertained right now.
I feel bad because I think I begged the Europeans to stay up to watch.
Yes, you did this, Alex. you did this.
You know, some of them are like, gosh, dang it, Axel's ass.
And you know what? Like the thing is with these kind of games, once you start watching, you cannot tune out. No matter how silly you think this may be or how unentertained you are, you cannot tune away because you don't want to be that guy that has been watching Locust fight Locust for 30 minutes and then you miss the ending. But I guarantee you right now, guys, if there's ever a moment to go on a beer run or you know, walk to that fridge, go to the restroom, this is probably the moment.
Right now, yeah.
You can even walk your dog. I think you can get away with that too.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cuddle with your dog for a bit.
Run a mile.
Yeah, man. You can work out, lift some weights.
Yeah. And you can tell your friends to watch this. And show them why you love StarCraft 2.
Of course, we would love to hear from all of you online audience as well. Big shout out to everyone who's been tuning into the Lone Star Clash Invitational so far. This is just day one, but spread the word to the world that this tournament is going on. Hashtag LSC3. Tell us how amazed you are by all of these Locusts, but of course on a more serious note, hopefully you're all enjoying the tournament, and tomorrow the action is going to be fantastic.
Yes.
It's going to be 8 amazing players battling out for $15,000, $7,500 for first place. It's going to be a really stacked playoffs and it should be very fun.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be awesome.
Oh, the Changeling run by.
Ah, clever strategy.
Oh.
Changing the metagame. All right.
You know, sometimes, you know this song by Ronald Keating, right?
Hey! Good to see you guys again. See, we don't see enough of you. That's my problem. Look how handsome they are. So handsome.
You know this song by Ronald Keating? Like, you say it best when you say nothing at all.
Can you sing it for me?
No.
What?
I only...
You made the suggestion.
No, I didn't make the suggestion of singing it. I asked if you knew it.
Oh, okay.
I think this applies to us right now. Like, I really don't think.
Like, okay, let's stop being like, let's be very serious right here.
Yeah.
What's the most logical next step for either one of these two players to change whatever formula we're stuck in right now?
I really don't see it one way or the other. I think the most logical next step is a referee going over to both players and asking if they are willing to, you know, either move their Swarmos or play a different game. Or, you know, I really don't know, but like I don't think that there is a right thing to do for either player. You're gonna trade super cost ineffective or inefficient, sorry. Then again, Stephano is in a position where he can, but obviously, you know, neither player wants to lose this game right now. How can you attack unlimited amount of Swarmos and Spore Crawlers? I don't think you can. Well, Spore Crawlers are dying. Actually, a lot of them are dying over here. At this pace, we will be done before 4 AM. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, perfect.
I would love to see if the referees could give us an update about some of the action that has been going on Stream B, because I'm actually very curious. Sure. Oh, Swarmos are being abducted.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is one way that one player can make...
Okay.
Actually, Stephano's killing a lot of units over here. He just killed 5 Swarmos.
Okay, Petraeus needs to reinforce that area here.
He needs to reposition and he needs to reinforce. Another Nidus network is going down. That's kind of cool. Wow, a lot of Swarmos has just died. The Swarmos count, casualty count is at least at 10. As we can see, he has lost 10 Swarmos. Stephano has lost 27 Swarmos throughout this game. But yeah, I would love to hear an update when it comes to either Violet against, or was it Violet or was it, who's Huck playing?
Let me alt-tab.
Or State against...
So to kind of go through the groups
Hard,
here.
I believe.
The players through to tomorrow already are Polt, Bomber, Jadong, Hart, and Violet.
Ah, okay, so Hart has defeated State in the deciding game of Group C.
Hart
that was the result I was looking for. That's very unfortunate.
State did show a lot of heart, though, today, I think. The games we're waiting on, Seed versus Pinsky is next. Stephano Petraeus is going on now. The winner of this best of 3, and this is game 2, moves on to tomorrow. And Armani versus Huck is currently going on, I think...
On the B stream.
On the B stream.
Yeah, that should be a really cool series. So, of course, mad props to Violet for winning his group. That's not an easy thing to do. We already knew that result before the series started. I'm a little bit sad that State went out, even though I really like Hart. I think he's an amazing Terran player to watch. He's very entertaining, and But I say has been practicing a lot in Korea, and he's shown us some signs of brilliance earlier today. And he's one of my favorite foreign product players. Unfortunately for State, this wasn't his day. This wasn't his tournament.
He's a great player, though.
Yeah, he really is.
I hope he really sticks with it because I think he has a lot of talent. He's a classy guy in general. He's one of the first guys I met in esports. He's a Lone Star Clash veteran. He actually played in Lone Star Clash before it was Lone Star Clash.
Quantic.
Yep, it was
Quantic State.
He was a Quantic when I was with Quantic too. So we definitely go back. State is an awesome guy. Ryan Bisbeck, of course, making his dream come true there in Korea, playing for Team Prime. And we did get an update that Violet 2-0'd Armani, for those who wanted that.
Like we just mentioned. We
yeah,
didn't know the map score, but obviously that's really impressive by Violet. So it's been a while.
Violet's definitely got to look out for tomorrow.
The Swarm host count is still in favor of Stephano. We did see some cute Nidus network play over here, and there are a bunch of Changelings running around. I really don't know where this is going to go one way or the other. I don't see... I would love to hear if it's possible for a referee to go over to the players and see what they want to do.
No, we can't do that, because what if we set the record for longest game?
Yeah, I would be thrilled.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? We could all say we were a part of that.
Part of history.
Yeah.
Then we have 2 hours to go. Do you seriously want to see?
Dude, we can kill time for 2 hours.
I mean, we can if we get a beer. I think we deserve a beer.
Actually, that's a really good point. That's a really good point. I mean, I'm kind of sick, so it's. I think the magical juices would definitely be nice.
A couple of Locusts are sneaking through over here from the right side. You know, obviously every unit or every building that Locust kill is something nice, because that's something that was for free. All you had to do is just rally in some Locusts, but that would actually be important or detrimental when the resource bank wouldn't be 11,000 or I guess 18,000. Nidus net is actually kind of expensive. These Nidus networks are not for free, so I'm a little bit surprised that he's using resources on it, but he's trying.
Are they even working or doing anything? Where is he? Oh, okay, there's one going up at the top right.
Yeah. Again, a couple of Locusts are picking up spore crawlers over here.
No, you know, this is something.
Yeah, I know. But all the Petraeus has to do is fix his rally points. Perhaps he had a few too many Swarm modes rallying one side. Stephano, his work account is almost non-existent right now. He only has 11 drones left. So that means that he's going to have, you know, the Swarm mode's advantage. He has 8 Swarm modes more right now. That is stunning. Thrilling.
Stunning.
The beautiful game.
Beautiful.
That we decided to play and cast.
Yes.
We saw a lot of really cool games today, though. If you guys just tuned in and you wondered, what did I miss? Any series were worth watching? I think Hawk vs. Major was an excellent series, some really entertaining games. Unfortunately, game 1 was a little anticlimactic because Major, I spoke with him outside, and he indeed misgrouped his army. That's why the fight was so one-sided.
Oh.
But it was still an entertaining series, nevertheless. And
we've had a lot of really good games.
Yeah, Violet Hawk was very fun to watch. Jadong State was awesome. So definitely some good games to go over.
So we have some more Locusts dying here, Kevin.
Great, great analysis right there, Axel.
Okay, if you were to speak to a League of Legends player and you were to explain to them, no, that's not good.
Where are you gonna go with this?
I don't know. We need to come up with like, you know, let's do, you know, we can scenarios or something, games or something.
I really don't know where we can take this. I love how these people just do not move. They are like, this is actually the best thing that I've seen in a while.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Of course, this is a super important game, guys. Petraeus is up 1-0, as you can see in the bottom of the screen. If Petraeus wins this game, he will move on to the playoffs, and it also means that Stephano, our back-to-back Lone Star Clash champion, will be eliminated. But still, right now, I just don't see this game going anywhere. It's practically impossible. Stephano is losing all of his drones because he's making more and more static defenses. He's actually getting extractors. I guess he lost them because of the Nidus network over here. There are Locust fights going up all around. Neither player is like rallying too few or too many Locusts, so nothing important is happening. Petraeus has thought long about this upgrade, you know, like 26 minutes
no,
ago.
This is the timing, man.
Yeah, 26
you
minutes
heard
ago.
Of this timing?
Plus one armor finished for air units. And then he's like, I'm really not sure if I should get more or not. But 1 hour and 15 minutes into the game, he's like, you know what? +2 air armor is actually not a bad idea right now.
It's time to get that.
I can't afford it.
Now, the knight is in the top right. It's gone, right? Yeah,
Yes. Actually, he's making 15 overseers right now. Elias is.
The changeling strategy. Could work.
Work in what way? What's it gonna achieve? Maybe a changeling Brock. Like, what would be really sick right now is, like, let's say
you block
Petraeus.
the ramp?
Yeah, Petraeus doesn't pay attention.
Up or something?
And Stephano lines up like 20 changelings over here, and then he rallies all of his Locusts to the main, and he's able to overrun that because he has way more Locusts. That would actually be the play of the century. You know, that would just make up for the last hour.
Okay, here we go. Stephano.
If he creates a wall of changelings and then uses that.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, he needs more energy.
Oh, yeah.
That would actually be the sickest play, man. Petraeus is throwing away a little bit of money over here because he's losing Nidus after Nidus. Like, the unit's last resource step was like 3,000 or 4,000 difference. Right now it's closer to 7. It's a clear sign that Stephano has traded a little better, and also Petraeus has been trying to make stuff happen, which is just a bad idea right now. Okay, here are the changelings. Where is Stephano gonna go with these changelings? I don't think it's not enough to create a wall, though. I think
he's gonna attack.
See, he's putting them in hold position. Unfortunately, a lot of them can switch, so he needs to line them up in a perfect wall.
He'll have another chance at that once the energy comes back for the overseers.
Again, we can do this again in the future. I'm really curious right now to see if he decides to fire up +3 armor immediately, or if he waits another 25 minutes and then decides that, you know what?
I feel like he should get it.
That's actually a good idea.
I feel like he should get it in about 2 minutes. So that's when I would get it, I think.
A lot of overseers moving forward. Stephano once again picking off a sport crawler with the final shot. Nice. Not bad. Hashtag not bad. I don't know. I think you should check out the Twitter universe and see what the fans are saying. Hashtag LSC3, guys. Give us some suggestions or, you know, anything. Let us know. This actually, this changeling action is pretty intriguing.
I see some tweets. Nathanius asking, when do you guys start accepting Skype call-ins for this map?
With a kappa.
That's a great idea. Let's see. Stephano looks so excited about
this.
It's
a great thing, like his posture doesn't change. Stephano can be in like a 22-minute thrilling 300 APM ZVT, or he can be in a Swarmos bar, and he looks just as intense. And you know that games come to this? Oh my god, Stephano is really the one who's breaking.
We have some action. We have some chatter.
Like, Elias really didn't have to do this. He was so incredibly far ahead.
He was really far ahead.
If you guys just tuned in.
The typing and the smirk.
Like, if you guys just tuned in, Stephano could have won this game with pretty much any unit combination. He could have made Zerglings. No, Stephano, no, you were so far ahead.
It was my only solution.
I mean, obviously, it's a lot easier for us to say that, but Petraeus was down to 1 mining place. Why can't we all just play Roach, Hydra, and get along? That is the message that's brought upon us today. I think that is a very important spirit among our Zerg brothers that we should not forget about.
I'm reading Twitter. Lots of people tuning in and providing various thoughts on the action. We have Jeffrey Burns asking, what's the longest pro game ever recorded? And I think we agreed it was
like 3 hours and 4 minutes or something?
I think it was 3 hours, 4 minutes, something like that. Mana versus Fire Kick. I think that was a Challenger League game.
Yeah, it was something within those.
And they started actually giving away pizza during the stream, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they have this Ghost Pizza thing. I mean, I would love to give away something, but I'm sitting over here behind the casting desk.
Yeah.
I obviously can't all tap, because then everyone will all tap, so
yes,
it's going to be very hard for me to give away anything, but I do think we should give away a few beers to the people in the audience because they are true champs over there.
I don't know if they would really like that, actually.
They would. There is a bar next to this event. So guys, first round's on me. Just kidding, I take it back. All right, you can't take it back. First round's on me. Anyone over 21.
Good guy, Kevin. All right. So, likelihood of this approaching 3 hours?
I don't think we are going to go that long because I really don't think we have to. You know, like, there's an important difference between the Fire Cake game and the Mana game. It was obvious that Fire Cake was going to win that game. He was not in a hurry to do so, and Mana wasn't in a hurry to lose. Like, both players were kind of playing for it as well. This game, however, I truly don't see how one player or the other is going to win it. Do we have resources left? Yeah, we have a few resources left.
Oh, there's a great Contaminate.
Yeah. What's the larva count for both players? Actually, not even that high. That is amazing, because all of the queens have died, I guess. Stephano has 1 queen, dropping creep tumors. That is actually really surprising for people with like 18,000 and 11,000 resources in the bank to not have any larva. Like, I at least expected to have 100 larva on each side.
We have Alexandre Verrier saying, I'm so happy I'm not observing this good luck Axel toss in Rotterdam. I'm not going to sleep to show my support.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We, of course, appreciate all the people hanging in there. Yeah. I mean, Stephano is moving forward. He is slowly but steadily winning the Swarmos war as he has a massive 3 Swarmos advantage. I do not think that I've ever seen 63 Swarmos in a game. I actually think this is a record for me. Like, I've seen a lot of things in life.
Maybe in like a 4v4 or something.
But I don't think I've seen 63 Swarmos. Oh, Elias, how much I despise you right now.
We can tie if you want. Ah. Okay.
Now, this is interesting. The next words are important.
Ah.
Oh, God. Fine. Well, I thought this was very manly, you know. This was basically like when you go out on a first date with a girl.
Okay, see, this I can do. Okay.
And you're like very nervous about making the first move.
Right.
And this is kind of like what's happening in the
so
Swarmos
is this a girl
war.
you meet on an online website, or is this just...
I don't know. I didn't think it out that well. But this is basically like, you know, this is a big step. Shall I be that guy who's making the first move?
Right.
And who's suggesting the tie? Because you're showing a sign of weakness over here.
By suggesting the tie?
Yeah.
Leaving himself a little bit vulnerable?
Yeah, he's showing that, you know, he's thinking about this, that he's not immune to this. That dude is having the time of his life. I want to have what he had today because...
No, but, you know, that's a good analogy. There, Kevin. Oh! We got Vipers.
Abducting overseers. Now this is a big problem for Stephano as he only has...
So if this lagged out and we resumed for replay, how long would it take to get back to this point, do you think?
It would take a little while, but I mean, times 8, maybe like 10 minutes or something like that.
Right.
But I don't think anyone would ever want to do that. But it's really funny because Elias was suggesting earlier that this was not going anywhere and that he was thinking about a tie, but he didn't actually speak the words out. And then he let Petraeus show a sign of mental weakness by being the first player to suggest the tie. Taking a look at the APM, Stephano is still going strong at over 200.
So I was handed some trivia.
That's fun.
If we're interested.
I am interested in trivia. Is it StarCraft trivia?
All right, Kevin.
Cool.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Cool, go for it.
And then you're going to guess an answer.
All right.
And if you are incorrect, something happens.
Okay.
Okay. Who has won the Lone Star Clash besides Stephano?
Nobody. Stephano won both.
Okay, good answer. I feel like we should have a sound effect that goes ding or something. All right. How many days, including today, has it been since the Lone Star Clash 2 finals?
All right, let me think.
And if someone shouts out in the audience,
I don't know the answer exactly, but my estimated guess is, I would say 364.
So exactly a year ago. Then.
I don't think there are 364 days in a year, but
538.
since Lone Star Clash 2?
Yeah. November 11th, 2012.
Really? Was it
Lone
in
Star
the,
Clash 1 and Lone Star Clash 2 were 2012.
in the same year?
Yeah. One was in like March, I want to say, and the other was
Yeah,
in
no,
November.
I know that the one in 2012 was in late March.
Yeah.
Because I arrived to the US in like early March 2012. And
Yep.
it was the very first tournament I casted after moving to America. I didn't know that the other one was like only 6 months later. I
Yep.
didn't know they had a winter edition. Okay, so I was off pretty far.
Same year, and then 2013 was I guess, a break year.
Ah, okay, well
And now
then.
here we are in 2014, so 538 days.
Okay, well I was pretty far off, I feel.
Who won the Texas Showdown? The tournament before Lone Star was Lone Star. It's a $10,000, or I think it was a $10,000 tournament. No, was that much?
Was that like the Stephano versus Hydra show match, or was it like Polda and Heon?
No, it was a straight up bracket. I actually played in it. That's a fun
Straight up
too.
bracket. I actually think that's one of the very few tournaments I've done.
Double elimination. So it was. Do you give up? It was a player in this tournament right now.
Player in this tournament?
Uh-huh.
Then I think it was Stephano. as
We
well.
we actually talked about it a little earlier.
All right, let me think about it. It could have been Bomber then. Bomber,
No.
Bolt, or Stephano, or... I don't think it was Hydra, right?
No. We talked about him earlier. We said he's North
Or
American.
Violet? Or is it Hawk?
North American.
Select?
Nope. I think you've named every player in
Yeah.
this tournament right now except for him.
Is he in the brackets of this
If someone
tournament?
shouts it in the audience before Kevin.
This is really
I'll be
silly. Like,
impressed.
I did not watch that tournament. You said he's North American?
Yeah.
Ah, was it State?
Yes.
Really? Did State win a $10,000 tournament?
State, yeah.
That is very impressive. I did not know that at all.
He's been around. Who got 6th place in the tournament before that tournament? Before Lone Star was Texas Showdown. Before Texas Showdown, it was like a LAN. Who got 6th place in that?
This is like very, very local trivia.
Yeah,
You
you're in
understand?
Texas, my friend.
I was living in Germany back then, and I'm not
It
aware
was
of
me,
like,
Axel Toss.
you got 6th place.
I did. I got $60.
Oh my God. That's,
Yeah, man.
That's actually pretty
Dude,
good.
I was so excited.
I'm pretty proud of you.
That was,
Did you use the Axel push?
dude, I used so many crazy builds. That's when the metagame was kind of getting started with StarCraft 2.
That is awesome. Was Mr. Bitter at that tournament?
Was he? Dude, it was in like a trailer, man. It was so small, so low key, but it was awesome. Trimaster knocked me out.
Okay, that's good.
There's a fact. Let's see, what else? By the way, how's the game going?
I don't know. We missed a little bit of chatting action, so I can take a look at it. Where did we go?
There we go.
How rich are you? I don't want to give you hope. I'm pretty sure you lost more than me. Maybe. I guess I'm going to my main. Well, now Stephano is showing a small sign of weakness because he's wondering about the money of his opponent. Hey, actually, if Petraeus would have brought an overseer, he could have killed a bunch of Swarmer. Stephano is quite a bit richer than Petraeus, and Petraeus has no more money left. Okay, okay. I can see this bank disappear. And he's also down 3 Swarmos, so this could be a very big problem. He does have a Viper advantage. I would love to see some Swarmos being abducted. Like, he could go for a double Swarmos abduct.
He could.
I'm actually
That would be
surprised that we
impressive.
haven't seen the double Swarmos abduct yet.
That's a
Like, he got-
signature move in StarCraft.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the double Swarmos. Another Spore Crawler has fallen. And Stephano is right. But he has been losing a few resources as well.
Okay, more trivia. When was the first BlizzCon? There you go. There's a trivia question for you.
I think 2010.
2005.
Oh, you mean, I thought actual BlizzCon. Sorry, I thought
BlizzCon.
you meant the first StarCraft 2 BlizzCon.
Oh, I should have clarified. Do we get a dinner break?
Okay.
They're eating plenty of locusts, aren't they?
There must have been a Warcraft 3 tournament in 2005. I wonder who won BlizzCon in 2005. Could have been Grubby. Actually, yeah, I think Grubby won BlizzCon 2005. I think that was Grubby's super year where he won, like he won WCG, ESWC, and I think he won BlizzCon as well. The year after that, I think Lin won. And Lucifron was long last. Remind, okay, maybe Remind won in 2005.
Dude, I
Grubby
was
won in
like-
2006. I don't know.
2005. I was 15 years old.
There was some amazing Warcraft 3 action back in the days.
Yeah.
SK Remind, SK Lin, 4K Grubby, later MIM Grubby. Le Tot did very well at some of those tournaments as well.
Le Todd.
Le Tot. I can't believe this has been a 1 hour and 36-minute game and I haven't mentioned Le Tot yet. This is actually, I'm very sad. Johan, if you're watching, I'm very sorry.
No, we did a disservice.
Yeah,
okay.
like normally I mention Todd in every single game I play or cast.
He'll forgive us. He'll forgive us for sure. Okay. Okay, I have a good one. Lone Star Clash 2?
Yes.
Which 2 pro players did I host at my house?
Lone Star Clash 2? I have no idea. Like,
yeah, I guess that's it. They're Protoss players.
I was not really there, you know? So, I don't know, maybe...
Well, one of them was Todd. I guess that's why I kind of thought of it.
Yeah. I actually did know that you hosted Todd.
Todd and Baby Night stayed at my house.
Baby Night too?
Yeah.
You know, I could have guessed that, because I know that you're close with them.
Yeah.
Of course, shout out to Baby Night as well. Well, actually, Stephano has broke all of the defenses. This is quite something.
Whoa. Hold on a second.
Evacuate.
Wait, what were they shouting in the crowd?
I don't know.
They were shouting something.
Look at how many Locust Stephano had.
What? Can't do that.
Oh.
No.
No, that's actually this.
Dude, I want this to go like 7 hours.
This is bad for Stephano.
Don't you want to make history?
Because can you break this in 22 minutes?
Okay.
I'm actually not sure if Stephano can break this. So it seems like Petraeus has officially given up on winning this game. Oh my god, that's so many Locusts. Like, I don't see how Stephano doesn't have a Spire, so he doesn't have Brood Lords. Locust can fight until eternity on this ramp, but there's no way that Stephano, like, he cannot walk up a ramp. Like, Locust can just stand there in a circle. They're not going to die. I don't think that Stephano can possibly win this game within 21 minutes. That is almost impossible. He has a lot of money to spend.
No, it's like... He can kill every building except the buildings in the main.
No, he can't kill, yeah, exactly.
Okay, but I mean...
Look at, oh my god, this is...
My eyes are hurting.
This is gross.
Someone in the audience is very excited at this.
Like, this would be really fun, like, to step on, you know? Imagine if you're a kid and these are, like, bouncy pillows, like, bum, 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 bum. I would have a good time. I would love to. Look how beautiful.
Oh. Scary.
The Locust count is currently 122 against 133.
They just make a sound effect when the Locust popped out.
Yeah. Build it up, next wave of Locust, guys. Like,
Okay, wait for it.
Wait for it. Not excited.
I think we missed something. We missed something. I feel like we're missing out on a joke right now. All right. Here comes the army of changelings, trying to make a dent on the ramp.
It actually hurts my eyes to see so many of irrelevant units being stuck.
How do you think they feel?
Stephano went behind enemy lines.
Oh yeah. Okay. This is the fight we've all been waiting for.
This is not a fight.
You're right.
This is a meat grinder. And a lot of stuff is gonna die. Oh, drone! No! Look at this drone, he's laughing in the face of danger.
Hero drone. Yeah! Oh my god. Okay, don't do that again.
Stephano's making a Viper.
Is that a Zergling? Okay, never mind.
All right, so Stephano basically has 19 minutes to try and use his bank and win this game. Stephano has 0 drones. He is maxed out, so if he wants to make drones... No, he's not maxed out, sorry. He could make 3 drones and make 2 Spires. And try to do something. How many? We don't have that many Vipers. I mean, then again... Okay, and this Spire is still alive. I really don't know. I don't think that this can be broken.
So, wasn't there discussion after that last 3-hour game that happened of like whether there should be like a limit or like... I remember there was a bit of a discussion happening where like should Blizzard do something about
actually, okay. For a moment I was worried. I was like, where are all Petraeus' Locusts? But here they are. obviously having a great concave. And they will be able to shoot down the Locust and Stephano.
Get up that rail.
It feels like Stephano is also, I don't know, like he's not making anything else. Like he should realize that he's not gonna win. Walking up a ramp with 62 against 61 swarm modes, it just doesn't work like that. Isn't that just lovely?
Looks like we might be approaching a conclusion.
Stephano dropping creep tumors. I'm a little bit surprised. Like, I really feel that the only thing that Stephano can do is try to win with Broodlords. And I am aware that there are so many Spore Crawlers and there are Vipers, but what he can do is like maybe Broodlord and then like try to kill the Vipers of the other guy, like abduct and lose a couple of Swarmos or something like that, and then just like win an abduct war, because there's no more Spire for Petraeus, but then again, he still has so much money that I guess he can also keep remaking Vipers, I don't know. But like without Broodlords, there's almost no way to win, right? Like nothing else is going to do the job. This is the moment where we need the Spore Cannon. So you can load Banelings into the Spore Crawler and shoot them off the ramp.
I like it.
And they land like a catapult. Or you know, like meat wagons like we had in Warcraft 3.
I don't mind making that super long range. Just catapult all the way across the map.
Oh, that poor Swarmos!
Ah.
He was on the wrong side of the battle. Oh, even Stephano's APM is dropping right now.
Oh.
We are not calling a draw. Well, then I don't know what we will be doing. No, apparently we are not going to call a draw. But this is also not going to go anywhere. Here come the unlimited amount of... I mean, I guess it's sort of fair because stuff has been dying. I mean, buildings have gone down, and it's maybe not completely fair to, because like stuff has been happening.
So I think we should pretend we're the players and say what they say and treat it like a dramatic dialogue. This never ends. Do you not realize that?
It'll?
It's your turn. Yeah, there you go. Well, we'll work on that. More like it'll.
It'll. It will.
It'll.
No, like Stephano would be like, it will.
It will. Oh yeah.
It
good
will.
point. French. Okay.
Oh, it will.
That was fun. Let's
Trust
see if
me,
they type
darling.
anything else.
I'm having a marvelous time. I guess that's a horrible French accent. It's all good. We're having time.
So apparently it is like there is not going to be a draw call that 2 hours. We're going to let it play out. So possible. Yeah, I don't know how this ends, honestly.
On any given moment, we have pretty much 140 against 130 Locusts fighting each other. Stephano can do stuff. Stephano has money, but he doesn't really want to spend his money.
This is true. You make a very good
We
point.
are not distracted backstage at all, guys. This is very dedicated
I think it's okay
casting.
at this point to not be 100% professional, maybe. Good call there. So I've never seen something like this before. I feel kind of special right now. You know, this is. Oh look, they're making progress up the ramp a little bit.
Stephano is moving forward. What do you think about blinding clouds?
Blinding cloud.
Would that be something?
At this point, sure. Why not? He's kind of muscling his way up there.
I think blinding cloud might be something. I mean, if there's like, okay, so we're not calling a draw, guys. So what we said earlier, this game will not end at the 2-hour mark.
It's going to end whenever one player is eliminated.
Oh, Stephano moving forward. Killing Spore Crawlers.
Okay.
3 Spore Crawlers going down.
Making progress.
Ah.
And Petraeus, will this go to 2 hours? That's the new question. That's the new question. All right, looks like it's trying to make it forward. Oh, they're telling me to sit down. I don't want to sit down, man. I've been sitting down for 2 hours.
Sit down. I know you're excited, Axel.
So excited, man.
Sit down.
It's fun standing up. Yeah, yay.
It's not just about me, though.
Thanks for letting us.
It's us both, guys. We love the Swarmos. We are having the time of our life.
Do they even know where we are?
Who?
We could be on the the audience.
Oh, we are the audience.
We could be like behind them. They don't know, or on the roof or something. We could be in another state. We might not even be in Texas right now.
We might not even be in this universe. We might be living in Nestee's dream world.
Whoa, that's deep, dude. Stephano agrees. Uh-oh.
Oh, the Changeling drop.
Here they come.
Changeling gonna try to mess up the rallies again. You say this is smart.
Yeah.
This is like an ant hill. Just like, there's so many ants. This actually gives you a headache, I think. I really don't understand why we're not seeing Blinding Cloud. Like, a Blinding Cloud would push the wave back at least. We just got something. I have no idea what it is.
That looks like a European delicacy.
I have never seen this in Europe, I can guarantee you this.
No, I'm almost certain.
It's like a bread that's smiling at me.
It's like one of those baguette things, no?
But I'm on a gluten-free diet, so I can.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
All right, I just don't eat anything. I decided to become a beast.
This is what we're talking about. This is European.
Look, it smiles at people.
Comes from like Netherlands, I think.
I might actually give it a go. I might just cancel my diet because of this game.
Get it. Right. It looks appetizing, though it being placed in front of us, we can't really eat it right now, you know? It just teases us, which is fine. That's fine.
We have 5 Vipers. I don't really understand why he doesn't use them. Well, they are over here, right? They're just chilling. Oh, look at the Changelings pushing forward. Stephano is actually a master in this. He's also 3 times as rich. Gas-wise, however, it's pretty even, so... I actually think that Stephano maybe made a few too many overseers. Because the mineral bank doesn't really matter. Like, what are you going to do with Zerglings? So it's actually kind of important that, you know, gas-wise, they're quite even.
All right, we are...
Do you remember, like, this little animation that they made on Reddit a long time ago about, like, Roach Wars? Like, ZVZ is so exciting with, like, Roach pushing each other forward and then running across the map, pushing back. It's like a very funny little graphic.
I think I remember that.
That's kind of how this is, you know, like Swarmos going forward and going back. But then it's even worse because the units actually don't cost money. So you guys, this is really smart by Stephano. He's like using the Swarmos on the ramp as a block and then letting the Swarmos, or the Locust, sorry, from the bottom actually shoot at the Swarmos that are being stupid because the AI is not very smart. So soon I think Stephano will be able to get up the ramp with a big wave of Locusts. But then again, does it really matter?
Dropping a bunch of Changelings. Once again, trying to charge his way up. But I think we've seen this scenario before, maybe.
The Swarmos count is currently 59, so Petraeus has dropped below the magical barrier of 60 Swarmos. He's going up against Stephano, 66 Swarmos. Stephano still refuses to make anything else than Swarmos. The Vipers are still not being used.
5 minutes away from 2 hours.
Yep. Probably many hours away.
We'll do like a countdown, like New Year's style.
New Year's style.
It'll be fun.
I think New Year's Eve is more exciting than this game.
And this place is gonna shake because they're gonna be so loud.
No.
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 That was not me.
Undo what you just did, Kevin.
I didn't do anything.
You're lagging. You're lagging.
No, I'm back in the game. I have no idea what happened, but I'm absolutely not doing anything.
No.
This is scary. My computer is slowing down the game. Lowering your graphics settings or closing other applications may help. I can guarantee you guys that I have not alt-tapped in the last 2 hours as we're streaming from my PC. The game is going on again though. I think my PC just can't handle this amount of free units.
This amount of awesomeness. I think it's good now.
We can jump back into the game.
I don't want to miss the 2 hour.
I don't want to miss this
one.
one.
I don't think the audience wants to miss the 2 hour.
Unless there is an issue and we can't switch back to my game, which is what caused the lag. That would be devastating, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we're watching it right now.
Then we can do this radio broadcast.
I guess we have to commentate based on what we see, since they can't see it.
That was the Roddy and Exo Inception. I think that there is indeed a small graphical error with my game, but my game is still going on.
So to keep you guys updated, there are locusts battling each other on the ramp.
To keep you guys updated, everything you've seen in the last 30 minutes is still happening. So if someone took a Vine video of like any given moment in this fight, just play it on repeat and make it go as a loop. What I think is going on, guys, why you can't see the game right now is I believe like we only are able to stream from my PC, and what I believe happened is that like either the graphic card or something got disconnected. Now my screen is freezing again, so maybe after this we will be able to display my screen again, and we will continue the Swarmos action. Are you guys ready for this? I think it's coming. Be ready. There we go.
Yes, we're back. We can actually watch the game again.
And I did not lie, guys. Absolutely nothing has changed. Jeff, do you want to step in? Jeff is just shaking his head. He's like, nope, I'm not touching that. I would actually cheer if Stephano decides to make us aspire. Like, that would excite me. If any of the admins or volunteers once more could give us an update of what's going on the second stream, I am personally very interested in seeing how those games are evolving. Unfortunately, State did not make it out of Group C, I believe he was in, or it was Group B, I don't know. But I would love to know about the other series, which I believe is going to be Seed against Binsky. No, that's going to be on our stream. So what else is going on? Armani.
So we're
Huck,
about to hit
against.
sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
But we're 60 seconds away.
All right. So do you know any scores of the other games?
I'm gonna look really quick.
All right. So from the 30 seconds, from like 1 hour, 59 minutes and 30 seconds, are we gonna go for the official countdown?
Huck defeated Armani. Yes, we are. Huck defeated
wow!
Armani.
Huck defeated Armani 2-0. That is fantastic news. At least for all the Huck fans out there.
Are we still going to see Binsky after this?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But what a great victory for Huck.
All right, here we go. We're about to hear the loudest roar in StarCraft
20
history.
seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you are pumped. I hope you are motivated. I know you've been up all night watching awesome StarCraft 2, but this is Austin, Texas. This is the Lone Star Clash. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think someone actually said Happy New Year.
Well, if this game goes on, then we can at least welcome each other to the 4th of May.
This is beautiful. It's like watching art. Yes. The elegant form of the Locust. So you know you can zoom out. Have you ever done that before? With the Z button?
You know, I believe on the 4th of May at 12 at noon, there is a minute of silence in Holland. It's either the 4th.
May 4th?
Yeah, it's either the 4th or the 5th.
That's
the moment where we remember our victims from the Second World War. So
really? That's tomorrow.
If this game goes, it's either the 4th or the 5th. I'm not sure. I think it is the 4th.
Yeah, I can look it up.
And Holland is 6 hours ahead of our current time zone. So that means at 6 a.m. I have to be silent for 1 minute. And
Holland Day of Remembrance, is that?
Yes, Remembrance of the Dead, that is correct. Yeah, it's May 4th, right? Yeah. So it's 6 hours from now on.
Wait, so May 4th is actually May 3rd for us.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, it is May 4th right now in Holland already.
Right.
So at noon, I have to be silent for 1 minute. So if this game goes on for another 10 hours, I will have to be silent.
Okay. We can arrange that. All right. The crowd is shouting something again.
We're getting an update. The ZVZ record.
Really?
It's not just the ZVZ record, that's the all-time game record.
All-time record?
It's 3 hours, 4 minutes, and 56 seconds. And I feel they're just doing this to us because we want to, you know, obviously having like a record-breaking weekend makes it a memorable weekend.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if this is the way.
It's good for ratings.
Yeah, I guess it is because I shouldn't go there.
No, dude, that...
For some people like watching this. Like, the numbers are probably still going up on the stream. Well, I am... It's like the #1 topic on Reddit right now is Stephano versus Petraeus in a crazy game 2. Now, I would describe this game in many ways, but crazy is probably not one of them.
Oh man, that's great. That's great.
Like, Stephano, why are you not trying? Like, this is not gonna cut it. Like, no man, no, this can actually go on forever, or until one of the PCs overheats. But there's no, oh, he has a Spire. I missed it because I had the unit loss restep.
Oh my God.
We are going
Okay.
somewhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you in the middle of the map, it is a greater Spire being morphed.
I'm just gonna keep a close eye on this Spire as well, because this Spire wiggling around is more interesting than this.
Yeah, and it's only gonna last a certain amount of time.
Yeah, I know, this will go on for a while. But this Spire, this is a beautiful
Look
sight.
at that, you can see it moving.
Yeah, there's something pumping.
Yeah, wow, I see the double angle you did there.
Yeah, we just heard, actually, we just spoke about it. Jeff, meanwhile, hopped over to the casting desk and he said that Huck beat Armani. Very exciting. Did you see the games? Is this something we can talk about? Okay, he didn't see it. Jeff was also very intrigued by the Swarm war going on. I think that's really cool of you, Jeff, showing support to us like that. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. Do you have it? I know that you don't want to step in and cast, but do you have a message for all the people at home or all the people over here? A message? Something you want to share with the world? Sorry?
Did?
So Siege versus Binsky will be played on this. Ah, okay, it's being played out right now on the second screen. People can watch it, right? Okay. All right, guys, so if you're waiting for Siege versus Binsky, this is something that we were supposed to show on the main stage, but as one may imagine, we are, you know, running behind schedule a little bit because of this game. So this means that if you're interested in Siege vs. Binsky, please keep a close eye on the second stream or over here on the B stream, on the second stage on the side of the main stream. You guys can watch Siege vs. Binsky. Should be an excellent PvP. Would be amazing if we have another foreign player offsetting a Korean player in this tournament. It already happened, it's done. So what's the score?
Who won? Seed.
So Seed actually already defeated Binsky 2-0. I'm very sad that they did not keep us in the loop. Oh well. So this means that this is officially the last series of the day.
Yep.
We can talk a little bit about our 6 players that already, or 7 players, sorry, that already made it. If you can pull up the bracket real quick.
Do you want some of this delicious? No? Okay. Okay. You want to do that? No. Hey, yeah, let's, Jeff, come on. Jeff is gonna.
Jeff is coming along.
Come hang out.
Jeff, I think the people want to hear you. Because obviously we are running out of things to say, but I know that you have a lot of things on your mind right now.
Well, it's an endurance test, so you got to swap in so that we have fresh casters. We've got a line of them back there. I guess all I would add is it's nice seeing the greater Spire from Stephano, but it's a little bit disappointing that it took an hour to try anything.
Things are getting abducted. Sorry, Jeff, but
well, that's good.
You sit down and
that
the most
frees up supply for Stephano. He's playing into his trap.
4 Vipers right now on the way for Stephano. But yes, I agree. I think we could have seen this Spire a while ago. Stephano was not exactly starving for resources, but I'm glad that he thought this was a good idea.
I like that Tespa jumped in there as well. They're like, all right, we need to speed this along. And they're like, hey, Petraeus, 2 hours, it's a draw. And he's like, all right, I'll pull into my main. They're like, psych. That's okay, though. And you can see Evolution Chambers going on behind that, so...
Stephano wants to leave some energy, I guess, for his Vipers. He wants to get more and more energy. He probably still has some extractors around the map that he could use. Every mineral count. You know?
That's a good point. He actually has spent 5,000 minerals in the last, 30 minutes or whatever. That's quite a bit.
Yep. He's getting air upgrades as well. I think he already has +2.
Okay, now this could hopefully catch Petraeus by a storm here. Like
he must expect it.
He doesn't need to abduct him into the low ground. He needs to abduct him into the Locust range, you know? That's not that far, but Petraeus only has to pay attention to his own Vipers as well. he's not controlling anything else.
Nope. This is where, you know, if you were an excellent MOBA player, this is where you could shine.
I liked your idea, by the way, about blinding cloud. I think that's, I don't know why he didn't try that either.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to like, he could just let energy replenish naturally, you know?
Yeah, it's not a big risk. Like, he could have tried it.
Yeah.
He could have tried it. It probably wouldn't have changed a whole lot, but he could have tried it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. It's amazing what a couple of inches make. The mic wasn't in my mouth. Don't be making those penis jokes this late in the hour, sir. Is there? No, okay, there's not. I thought I was seeing Blinding Cloud. Look at you dying. Haven't heard a joke in a while. Okay, here come the abducts. Couple of overseers.
Oh, wow, did you see that? That abduct went into the dead overseer.
You know, he's killed a bunch of spore crawlers. So how many spore crawlers does Petraeus have?
He still has, Speculate. What's it? Only 12. But let's not forget that Petraeus still has 4,800 minerals.
You know what you do? Huh? You make Broodlords, and, you know, not many, obviously. You can only make like 5.
Spore crawlers are falling. Yeah,
and a couple more die. And you target the spore crawlers, actually, because all he can do is abduct you into spore crawlers, right?
He doesn't have a Spire either, so it's not like Petraeus can start an air war, which he would lose eventually anyways. So maybe this is going somewhere. Stephano is actually
Petraeus can only tie. That's the best Petraeus can hope for. He's not going to win from here.
Viper dead. Well done there. Second Viper.
Everything's flying. What does this mean? Actually, that was really good for Stephano. No. It's down to like 1 Viper now, right?
Yep. But I mean, Stephano could have done this all along, but he just didn't.
I know. That's what kind of I'm going to hit him after this. It's like, what were you doing? You know what actually really sucks about this, and I don't know if I can't remember if I said this with you guys or with them over there when we were complaining. Stephano was way ahead after that big base trade situation.
I know. He couldn't make anything.
He just sat there.
Yeah.
Even if he would have moved the Swarm Host to that center 4th base, they would be in range to shut down the 4th base attempt of Petraeus.
Which was the only mining base at that moment.
Yes.
Yeah, this was really not needed.
It was like, it's weird that we're here off the back of bad Swarm Host play, actually. He had them in like bad positioning, and that's all you, I mean, that's all you go off of with Swarm Host. It's not like, he's microed his Locust beautifully, and he actually has, it's funny to see him target fire, like, every time they show a shot of Stephano, he actually is controlling the Locust. Yeah. That's what's kind of funny about this.
APM.
I know.
Stephano is currently at 455.
He's doubling in speed right now. He's never been more intense than right now. Look at him. He just did a Locust run by. Look at that. That's a Locust run by.
How many Locusts do you think have fallen this game?
You know, when you were showing the 90 that were dying constantly, you were like, I think we've officially hit 1,000 at the 50-minute mark. You were off by like 30,000. Like,
no, on that moment, not yet, I think.
Closer to 30,000 than 1,000, put it that way.
I'm not talking about Locusts expiring, but I'm talking about Locusts actually killing each other.
Most of them die. They don't expire.
Okay, maybe I was off by a little bit by that, but by now...
Maybe you were off by like 20,000.
It wasn't that bad, you know.
I think so.
If you really think I was off by 10,000, I am willing to do the math on that game and rewatch the replay.
What else are you going to do with your time?
Yeah, I know, right?
90 Locusts on either side, most of them dying. I'll give you 80 on either side. It's 160. How long is their volley?
30 minutes or something? 30 seconds, sorry.
So that's 320 every
25.
minute. No, that's 320 every 30 seconds because they're both doing that.
Yeah.
That's 640 every minute. At 50 minutes, they've only had Swarm Host for, let's say, since the 30-minute mark, 25.
Wait, I think I'm losing your math over here. Like, I don't think I agree with
640 every minute.
Okay, so a Locust lasts 25 seconds. So they both spawn, let's say, yeah, you're right, 300-something Locusts
close
a
to
minute.
about 640 a minute between the two of them. And it was roughly the 55-minute mark you said that. 640 a minute, man.
Yeah, you're right. That was probably a lot of Locusts.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't off by 20,000.
No, you weren't.
It wasn't going that long.
Not quite 20,000.
No, but I was
a lot, though.
By 5,000 or something. By now, however, it would be absolutely ridiculous. I'm sure there is someone really smart out there who's going to like MIT or something who could actually do the math for us. We were roughly
Someone
for
do
like
the math now.
62 Swarm Hosts on both sides. pumping out X amount of Locust per
another
minute.
Viper just died. That's big news. We're going to see that Petraeus production tab in a second here. I can feel it. He's down to 177 supply.
No,
No more gas.
the opposite is true. The gas
No, he's
count,
just taking his sweet time.
yeah, it's actually really close.
Hey, find me the one drone of Stephano real quick, please.
I think it's next to this fire.
What an idiot. Horrible use of supply.
Hey, look at this. There's money left. You can still mine.
Where? Oh my God, he could. It's his backup plan.
That's,
Got me down to 5 minerals, did you?
This is the United States Federal Reserve right now.
Yeah.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
You upset Texas with that comment. They're like, we didn't elect George Bush 2 times to hear jokes like that, sir. That's why I moved back here, is to make pseudo-political jokes with my anger. And if they are to take up arms, I'm with enough lead to run out the back door. No, this is really disappointing, though. He made the Greater Spire. And
He's thinking about it, though.
that's it.
But I think it just pains Stephano in his heart to sacrifice Swarm mode. Or to, like, kill his own Swarm mode.
I guess.
I think that just makes him very, very sad. And you know, like, in all honesty, like, the air or the gas bank is important. Because, like,
Yeah.
Stephano doesn't have a whole lot of gas more available.
He only
to
has
himself.
one decisive choice. It has to be Broodlords. It's not like he could try,
No.
I'm going to do Ultralisk for some reason or anything like that.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Petraeus ends up winning this game?
What about Banelings?
No.
That'd be weird. Yeah, like 55 Banelings come running in. That could do it.
No. You know,
Yeah.
the damage output? You think so?
It would be interesting.
Like,
It-
what could work is maybe like the moment that Stephano is like pushing up the ramp, then a couple of Banelings run in and burrow on the ramp. Oh wait, there are sport crawlers.
That'd be
never
hard
mind.
too.
But that would be a play.
I think every idea is bad. I'm just spitballing though. I think
I don't think you can roll Banelings in. They will probably die before they get connections they're looking for. Only burrowed Banelings could really get what they need.
a couple of Overlords. Cool story, brah.
Ah, he's supply blocked, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean that is something, I guess.
Do we have larva? We have.
You know what else?
Oh!
What just happened?
Petraeus showed mercy upon us.
Did he actually say GG?
Yeah, he did. He GG'd.
Oh, thank God.